One very beautiful for me thing of the retreats that are organized, and definitely of the one that I'm talking about now, is that people can be so different. We can be the participants of the same retreat, of our group. We can be all so different, each of us so different. But in this being different, we can learn so much from each other. And that I find so amazing, that if we can respect each other, we can learn so much from each other, and we can help each other so much. Because I'm good at certain things, but and some other things I'm not so good, and another person may be good in those things that I'm not good at, so we can always learn. And as I'm saying, people who come to my retreats are special. They have to be special to come, and therefore me myself, I consider it a blessing. I always learn from those people who come. And I remember we were sitting and at the kitchen by the table eating, and after we were talking about things, me and all of us, the brothers, about things of our childhood, and I have shared my own experience that when I was a kid I was being bullied at school, and how it affected me. I have shared that story with my brothers, and then I said what I meant. I said, you know what, James, and you know what, Danielus, you are the type of guys that I was afraid of when I was a kid at school, because you, James, you have so much energy, and you are always like so much energy, and that was so different from the way I was. And Danielus is also very special in many different ways, and it is like they are different than me, but I can learn those things from them, and I can even like feel as I have lived what they have lived, because they have shared it with me, because we are sharing our energies. This connection makes us indeed learn from each other, and in different ways even heal our past traumas, past things, and open ourselves so much, because as I'm saying, we are all so different. And with some people it may even be like so different that it may be in ways even a bit challenging to communicate. But at the same time, when there is this love, this connection, this wishing the best to each other, then you open up, and you can learn so much from another person. And I find it so as a blessing for myself as well to speak in the first place. I cannot speak for my brothers, but I can speak for myself, and I can see that for me it is a blessing, and it makes me grow myself, it makes me expand myself each time I meet those special people. And I'm sure that brothers say the same thing. So that is another big thing of the retreat. So the retreats I organize is not just come and drink ayahuasca. It's a lot of things. It's living in the jungle, it is walking difficult terrain, it is the team that we have, the connection, it is being with the fire, being with the waterfalls, it is having to experience all kinds of experiences, and adrenaline included. You are in the jungle, you may see some tarantulas, you may encounter some snakes, we may have some hardcore adventures going there into the jungle to see that mother tree or those waterfalls, as was also the case with James. we went to the waterfalls, which is like I think 1 hour and a half actually walking and deeper into the jungle. So basically the house in the jungle is already like 2-3 hours walk away from where I am now, from the village. So it is deep in the virgin jungle, and from there walk even further, another 1 or 2 hours to the waterfall. So it's deep in the jungle, you know. And we went to visit the waterfalls. Very beautiful, incredibly beautiful place. Everybody's happy to get there, and special place. But to get there is another adventure. And the last time with my brothers, we had to leave Adi on the way. Adi didn't reach Aditya, the guy, Australian. He didn't reach the waterfalls because he was so weakened by the previous night ayahuasca or other night, well, ceremonies, you know. It also makes you physically feel weaker. That he said that he's probably not gonna make it, and we still had another like 1 hour to go. So we left him in one of the beautiful places that we call the Nest, which is like on the top of the mountain, and from there you can see jungle across. Very beautiful place, which resembles the nest of a giant bird. So we left Adi over there. I gave him my phone in case he needs to call, because he is alone in the jungle. And the rest of us, the 5 guys, 5 warriors, we continued until the waterfalls. Much deeper, difficult terrain, you know. And where James had an accident, he got his hand on a tree that has these kind of thorns, spikes. He was kind of falling, or he kind of didn't want to fall, so he put his hand on the bark of this tree that was all covered with these thorns. And then he had these thorns in his hands. He took them out. I helped him to take those out, but his hand like got swollen and made him worried indeed. So you also experience adrenaline. Well, that plant wasn't poisonous, thanks God. But we are in the virgin jungle, man, and it can get intense. It can get challenging. You can experience things that make you step out of your comfort zone. You will, you know, but all of it also makes us, we are a team, you know. I'm not gonna leave you, James, you know. Let's see how we can heal you, how we can help you, you know. We care for each other, and we did what we did. I helped. What? Yeah, James got better. James got well, but what was a challenging experience for him with those thorns. And imagine deep in the jungle, and then we had to come back another like one hour or more to come back to the jungle house, and his hand was hurting. But those experiences make us stronger as well, and that's what this retreat is. It's an empowering experience. It's a test. It's a challenge. It's a lot of things all at once.